Hey everybody, Kyla Cowell coming to you from Fairview Town Center in Texas today. I wanted to share a little bit about our story and our journey to Texas, and I thought that this was a super appropriate spot, and I'll tell you why as I tell you a little bit of our story. So we traveled from New York City to Texas. We took a 7-day road trip with our 3 kids who at the time were 10 months old, 3.5, and 5.5. So needless to say, it was an interesting journey. Actually, I have to say it was pretty seamless considering we were traveling with 3 young kids in a car for 7 days halfway across the country. And we landed on our first stop in Texas, which was Fairview Center. And we stayed in an AirBNB here, and I'm actually standing right in front of the actual building that our AirBNB was in, and it's in this really cool town center of Fairview, and behind me is like this green space where they do a lot of events. And so that's why I thought it was a great space to do this video tonight, because I wanted to tell you a little bit about our transition here, because when you're moving from one place to another place, it's not always going to be smooth sailing. And I just wanted to share some of our experience so you can see, maybe things to maybe expect or some emotions that we went through in the journey. So we landed in this apartment building for 2 months. We were in an Airbnb here as we were trying to figure out where exactly we wanted to plant ourselves, which is in McKinney, Texas. But so we started here in an Airbnb. It was a 1-bedroom. There's, like I said, 3 kids, my husband and myself. It was a tight living space. We were only a 1-car family at the time because we moved from New York City, and in New York City you don't have cars. So when we moved here, we only had 1 car. So my husband would leave for work in the morning. I would be home with the kids and nowhere to go. And it was a very, very emotional, tough time, to the point where I questioned, why did we do this? Was it a good decision to pick up and move halfway across the country? Should we go back to where we came from? Why are we doing this? I remember nights literally sitting in the closet with my baby because he would be crying, and I didn't know if the neighbors would get mad at us because I didn't really know anyone here. And it was just an emotional roller coaster. My husband would come home from work and I would just cry hysterically to him and say, why are we doing this? I can't figure out life. And guys, it was all normal. I think when I look back now, it was all normal stuff that I was going through, normal stuff that we were feeling, just normal stuff that happens with huge transitions, huge leaps of moving from one place to another and not 100% knowing what you're getting into. So, and we got through it. We got through that. I got through the tears. We got through the nights in the closet crying. We got through having 1 car to having 2, and then finding our own home to settle down in. And I just wanted to share this because anyone that is going to be moving and transplanted from one place to another, I just want you to know that there's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be times where it's oh my goodness, this is so hard. What am I doing? You'll get there and you'll get through it, and it's going to be amazing. But I'm happy that Billy and I are going to be here to help you get through those transitions. We've kind of lived through a lot of it, so we'll be able to help with those transitions and even if you need a shoulder to cry on because you don't know exactly what you're doing, we got your back. But I wanted to share that little story with you guys and let you know that, any transition, any big transition that you made, there's going to be a lot of emotions. There's going to be a lot of patches in the road, but you got this. You'll get through it. And this is the amazing Fairview Town Center. We're actually going to be watching a little bit of a concert that's going on behind us tonight and going to Santa's workshop. So that's kind of fun. So that's it, guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.